Grab all my stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know.
See, usually it's the nice thing about drawing E's, but when you play at the table with me, it's a crapshoot. So,
It's gonna be weird now.
one thing that was counterintuitive to me was the odds that no one would have to change seats. Do you know what it is?
Is it 1 in 24?
1 in 6.
Okay.
Because the first one doesn't matter. Then the next one's 1 out of 3, and then the next one's 1
Yeah, I
out of
guess
2.
you're right, yeah.
Yep. So it's kind of an odd one, but
I guess 124 would be the chance that everybody gets the exact same game.
but if you don't really have a position, so to speak, because you haven't started the game yet, the first one doesn't matter. It's getting water on the tiles. There's water on the tiles. At least I'm hoping it's water. I won't ask too many questions. I know finding Jen's YouTube channel made me realize how lucky I actually was to make it big with my YouTube channel. At least moderately big. Did you ever meet Jen? No, she would have been before your time, right? She hasn't been in the States for like 20 years or something.
Probably not, no.
Yeah. There's not a ton of people that know her, but...
Why did you ask?
Because I knew that you had been in this group before me, so I think of you as someone who's been playing Mahjong forever. But obviously that's not the case.
Started in 2019, so...
Well, you have quelled my suspicions then.
Sounds like someone over there rolled a 5.
Oh, God. They could be playing Baldur's Gate.
Could be.
Could roll a 5 in a game that way. I was beating up on my Tuesday night group this week. On her deal, I sumoed a Baimon and a Hanuman.
Okay. all you gotta do is sumo by man.
Exactly, just sumo by man. I need to work that into my New York interview video at some point.
I don't do much work there in the summer. Yeah, there are a few full-time people working over the office, but maybe if my life circumstances were different, I might want to be full-time, but I really don't. The break is nice. The only drawback is I only get paid for the time I work, so I don't get my PTO or anything like that. So but thankfully, I work with a couple of agencies who get me, and so I don't have to go totally without income for the summer. I work as a transcriber here. So typically I play some classes. Yeah, it's because that Steve's registered to sign up for.
Reach.
And then I basically provide a textual output. It's kind of the same thing, except instead of my hands, I use a computer. Kind of. Well, in my case, a little bit of both. I have a pretty good typing speed. I also use a special software that
Hirichi Patsumo Pinfudor is Mangan, 2004,000.
that substitute for a higher level phrase. Standard English, I guess. That saves a little bit of wear and tear on my hands. It gives me a nice little speed boost too.
Alive.
I was also popsing a lot on Tuesday. I was also popsing a lot on Tuesday. So apparently that luck is sticking around. Still nothing like that Chinese league I played in. I told you about that one, right?
I think you did, yeah.
Like a 20 or 30% epopsy rate. Yeah. Absolutely insane.
We're able to keep up with verbatim transcribing.
I don't know. I'm not sure if
That'll work.
mostly this. They showed up in my backyard a few weeks ago. And,
Typically how they show up.
yeah.
Could be front yard.
I've got kittens. I gotta try and figure out what the heck I'm doing with.
I would volunteer, but I think both my cats and my wife would kill me.
Appreciate the thought.
I mean, I would have to live on Benadryl because they're not hypoallergenic, I don't think.
Yeah.
Probably not, no.
I did start looking at allergy therapy today.
Yeah?
It's a possibility.
5?
I think a lot of insurances cover it too.
Oh yeah. Just in the course of my.
I'll have to look into it more though.
I happen to
It would definitely be nice. Because even though ours are hyperallergenic, it's not perfect.
This is true.
People who do the job, agencies who specialize in and things of that nature. It's usually as you've seen, I tend to be a little bit kind of reserved and kind of stuff like that. But just the general field of transcription is just one of those things where if it starts to talk to me about it, I'm just like. So I'm never boring. You can tell me. Yeah, I won't
So it'd be great if you thought for a while and then said chi.
There's other directions I could maybe go with this, but when I'm presented with that so early,
Just draw like 5 Dora. It's fine.
Yeah. yeah, it's been the field in general has been good to me. I'm not making I'm not making pain of it. I think they're pretty good. So if you don't mind me asking, what do you do outside?
What's that? Still going down?
Oh no.
Nope, we're just a genius. See if we can do it again. Nope. Unfortunate. It's like the one Manju tile I can read consistently. Oh, that's why. Oh, no, I'm just dumb. That's a problem. No one told me.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Well, no one on my stream told me either. There, now people can actually hear me. That's much better. Sorry about that. Sorry, Ron. Looked away for a moment. Harichi Pin Foodora, 3900. Got distracted by my phone for a second. Can't believe my chat didn't say anything. They should know better. It happens way too often to not say something. So how's everybody doing out there? We do, Nelson. We play with all the fun rules. Hey, Marjan. These hands have been something tonight. So we play Kansai Chitoi, Nagashi Mangan, Open Richi, Maneman, and Pa Renchan.
Last friendlies, once you're done with your friendly, please make your way downstairs. You're doing double.
Thanks, Esper. Yeah, I was not streaming audio for my first two nutty hands. One was like a turn 6 Richi into Ipatsumo Kinfu Mangan. The other one was a turn 4 Ricci into just Reach Pin Fedora. So we'll take it. Hopefully that luck continues. Which ones were they? Manemon and Parenchan? Or Kansai Chitoi? Either way, I know Parenchan was the last one. Parenchan is once there are 8 Renchans or 8 Honba out, Pa being 8, the next hand is a Yakuman regardless of who wins it. There's a lot of variants to that rule, but that's the version we play.
Hypothetically, if we got to that point, would my hand still need a Yaku?
Yes.
You just
Still needs to be a
have
valid
any
hand.
winning hand. Actually.
But then Kansai Chitoi is 4 of a single tile in your hand count as 2 pairs for the purpose of Chitoi. I'm
You go.
suspicious.
I was just getting excited.
Slow down launching dirt battles, and this is the hand keep and tiger in the first 7 hours. How many play friendly if everybody can hit the ball?
Yep, exactly. We figure by the time you hit that many Renchans, people just want to leave anyway.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because think about it that way. How often do you see 8 Renchans in a game? Manemon. So Manemon is when you follow someone's first 5 discards without any calls being made at the table. So for example, with no calls out, I would discard the 8-so East Wind, 9-so 9-mon, 1 pin, except over here. He would pay me a Yakuman, or not a Yakuman, a Mangan, and then the hand would continue. So it doesn't actually stop the game, it's kind of like a side bet.
I'm not as much as
I don't trust anything here.
I can appreciate a good keyboard. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a trick with my line of work. If you're first having somebody remotely, like no one really cares what kind of keyboard you use, but if you're on site and the keyboard you use is too loud, people kind of look at the phone to put it mildly. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll just not be able to use an example. But then there's this company out of Canada called Mahjong, and it looked like they mainly made keyboards for Macs, which I can't use because the heading's not right. But they had like one wired PC keyboard. They didn't have any wired PC keyboards that actually feels really nice. And I was like, oh, this is really good. So I don't have to stick with like the cheap memory keyboards. I can at least up my game a little bit. I can. At OSU, our scheduling coordinator is very good about making sure we have teammates for our class we do. So usually the most I go on a stretch is about 20 minutes. You definitely feel the difference. Like I remember one time, this is actually what spurred me to buy that.
Let's see.
OSU actually issues me a laptop to use when I'm doing work.
Don't know the direction this hand goes.
I tried to type on it, and the keyboard was so stiff that, like, I mean, I got through the 20-minute turn up there, but while I was waiting for the next turn,
It's like realistically we'll probably end up cutting this and then this.
They hurt so much.
But we'll see.
So that's what made me go hunting for new people. I found that audience one, and after that, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to use this. I used to use this every day from now on. But since then, they found me another computer where the keyboard's a lot better, so I don't have to use that unless, I can set it up the way I like it. But yeah, for a little bit, I was just like, but what comes to mind is it's not the same sort of injury, but have you ever seen, there's a movie back in the 90s with Chris Farley called Black Sheep. So, yeah, Chris Farley and David Spade doing a lot of movies together, and so on one of them, Chris Farley's like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this, and then he reaches up and grabs a hood, car hood, and slams it down, but it came down on his thumbs. I was like, and then
I'm glad that green dragon passed.
yeah, no, trust me, I know what I'm doing. We'll go.
Yeah.
And then once he pops the hood, Chris Farley pulls his hand out.
Yes, Nelson, that's correct.
Yeah. Chris Farley is definitely someone who died way too soon.
Reach.
I don't think he was much older than I am.
Yeah, Monemon is one of those things that sounds easy until you actually try it. Thanks for breaking that one for me. I could just have all of your winning tiles in my hand. Shit. This is so bad. Chat, don't do this. Holy shit, that passed. That's crazy. Okay.
Alright.
Michisumo Tanya Dora.
Okay. And quick rules question. When I drew this, could I have called con on these
No.
since it wouldn't have changed my weight?
It changes a possible interpretation of your hand. That's the problem. So the interpretation of your hand that you're looking at is this one here, right? So if you con this, you can't interpret it that way anymore because this set changes. Yep, that would be a chombo. So good job not doing it.
You say good job, I just didn't notice I could.
Okay, that's fair. Well, you couldn't. That's the thing. So this is 2,300. Did you need this one?
It was tempting, but I only had one.
Yeah.
I had started to
I
fall.
couldn't hear what you said.
I took this tempo. 2,300. So seemed like a decent one to try to push.
I was.
But having this was so goddamn suspicious that I thought for sure that 5 was dealing in.
So, I mean, I'm not.
The none was the Dora there, Nelson, was the reason I didn't want to do that. At least by dealing with the 5, I know he doesn't have that red 5, he doesn't have well, he has fewer souths on average. And then it makes my hand worth more too. On a sumo, my hand would be a Hanemon. And then on the roll, it was a Mangan. No, on the roll, it was still Hanemon. Yeah. But if you discard the south, then it goes down to Mahjong instead. Wider weight though, but with no Dora on the board whatsoever, it could have done to him or anything at that point.
We would have just passed, actually, because I wasn't in a position where I could use it yet.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
Oh, no, for sure. It was definitely the right call.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's nothing to do with any Yakima in hand or anything like that, Nelson. I know, it's just the perfect cheating, right? I don't know why it is, but I feel like I roll a lot of 5s when I do that style of die roll. I mean, I know what it is, I'm cheating, but...
I didn't see what that was.
Sorry, I usually... Radial.
Yeah.
Not worth it. I wish I could keep this hand, but yeah.
That might be.
No worries. It happens.
I wish I could have took that hand too.
Yeah, it's always kind of awkward because if a player in a tournament looks at their hand and then that happens before the first discard, it's in that like questionable gray area of, oh, you looked at your hand, you could have known it was bad or something. But I don't expect anyone is angle shooting like that here.
So if it arrives in time, I plan on going. I got a very nice t-shirt in black with a big maple leaf on it.
I had my pair already. I had the red 5 that was adjacent to the Dora already in the set, so I could, if I drew the Dora, I could use it.
Yeah, I had 2 tunes and a bunch of Sozu.
Yep. Okay, let's see if we can do this 5 again. Ah, too much.
That's much better than I got. Handle the Dora top.
Plus, I have
Oh, like Dora top.
maybe a little person. when someone pulls out. So that's me on one of the things.
Well, I guess if I'm going to draw a new hand, this one's not bad.
So, we're only using one
That's Mahjong for you. At least that tile's an improvement. I probably should have discarded this instead. I'm gonna just like draw 987s on Shoku at this point. There's one tile I really want to draw right now. It's not a south wind, as it turns out.
The wall still has
Probably should have discarded that. No, actually that's probably fine. No, it should have been less. Slight mistakes. Hopefully I don't get punished for it. It's okay, chat, that wasn't the punish.
You have steadily been pushing it closer and closer to me with every discard. Like that.
I don't know if I buy that. Eh. So if that was the case, my discards wouldn't be aligned.
They're aligned now. Just making a 55.
Reach.
Witchy Pastora.
One door. It's 39.
52.
52. Oh yeah, because you're right. Cause, yeah.
That hand looked a lot better than it ended up. Just could not find the improvement. Hey Ian. Thanks for dropping in to see me. I guess I should have considered that's where everybody is. You know, we probably should try to get into Origins next year. That'd probably be a pretty good group for a Mahjong group. Hey John, did you consider getting into Origins?
I had not looked at it.
Yeah.
They're enormous, right?
Yeah, but because of that, they also have they let anyone in. You can run any game you want to. So we could, even if it's just not like a full time or something, we'd always do like a day or something, maybe for next year.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Yep.
Unless you already know someone related to that.
I know who to talk to figure out who's related to that. I have friends who exhibit at Origins, and they're like a tiny 3-person company, so. Origins? Yeah. It's going on right now in the convention center.
I thought that was next week.
No, it's this week.
You were not expecting that long. Oh yeah. It has Facebook. I'm like not even kidding. It's like bro. Yeah, no, it was funny as well. One day
It's a strange hand. That seems a bit committal, Nelson. None man. That's the trick, Nelson. You listen to everyone, but you don't necessarily follow their advice. Now my plan is this. That is the extent of my plan.
That's also my plan.
I mean, I guess it's like this into this into this or something, but you know, realistically.
Like the guy that's here all the time that I talk to pretty well now, I would be calling me
So I was playing the game and I was just trying to roll that
My plans have changed.
That's something I've noticed. It's a lot easier to get always
Apparently I should have listened to you, Nelson.
It doesn't use any honor files, and someone called Mahjong, you hand the time. So either 3 players have to declare Mahjong, or you run out of it's an interesting detail.
eventually, Paul maybe used the game where eventually you're going to die.
And they brought like, say, a files that were like big ones. Turkey, exactly. So you're playing it. You're playing it. And you're really you're having a bad day. Those are the times.
Oh, Jesus. Richi Sumo, Honitsu, Dabunan. How many Dora?
3.
Okay, that's 10 Han if I counted right. Count one more time. Richi, Sumo, Dabunan, Honitsu. Dora 3?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly the upper limit of Baimon. So 4,000, 8,000.
I'll toss it back, please. Oop, did we count the Ikami Peiko on that?
It is Ipeko. Yeah. So San Baimon is fuck, it's been so long. Why am I blanking? It's 24,000 points, 12,000, 6,000. Nice hand.
Wow.
Dear God.
I was getting poor. I hated it.
Yep.
Do you need change?
Nope.
Yeah, but 12,000, 6,000 is a bit much. I'm just glad I didn't deal in because I coulda. Yep, San Baimon Lin. Richi Sumo, Double Non, Dora 3, Honey 2. Hey, listen, geez, come on. That's what it was. Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't mine, right? On the bright side, I'm still over 30,000 points. I think there's one other person at the table that can say that. And it's the person who just got the sun on.
I think I lost
Chad is congratulating you. Sanbaimons are rarer than Yakuman. Should have taken a picture. Didn't think about it. Oh, sorry. I'm one off. See, Sanbaimons throw me off, I guess. Oops.
just a little.
It's like the first one I've seen in forever. He said does not happen very often.
You don't have to, for me, they don't have to, like I said, I checked for me, they don't have to look like, you know, too good or anything throughout the night.
Do you want me to count?
No, I'm just getting an approximation.
Okay.
You're like roughly 50,000.
I just know I felt like I was getting thin over here.
You couldn't have been.
I told you it felt like it. That doesn't mean that it is happening.
Yeah, it's just different when it's a like actual picture Ganburivi because it's this resolution obviously isn't great. But no, we have our channel on our local Discord that just says nice. And it's for people to post hands like that. It was 3 souths, 2 9 so, 3 8 so, 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 3s. Of soul, obviously. But yeah, the hand was little nuts. And the Takame for the Sanbaimon with an aura. Wait, 2 aura. 2 aura.
Tudor and Waka.
2 aura and an Aka. Yeah. Yep.
See?
That's true. Yeah, it's just a nice thing to have. What do we do with this? It's actually like this. Yeah, I feel like that hand never hits. I've been 10 by 4 once in the 19 years I've been playing, or whatever it is now.
Oh, right. Is this considered
I was distracted by a man climbing over the railing.
My rarest sequence of events is probably getting Rion Peiko in back-to-back Mahjong against the same person with the same pairing Yaku. Huh. Guess I'm gonna do this here. Do this. I hate that just changes everything about my hand. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I still got the clip from the second one that happened. The commentators went a little bit nuts. The question is, did you cheat it, Lane, or did you draw it naturally? Oh, fuck you, Lane. Come on. You don't need to bring that up again. I'm sure you guys have heard the double reach Nagashi Mangan story.
I don't remember.
No? So, I was playing with Blaine, who's in chat, not too long after we both learned how to play. And he double reaches. Okay, whatever, it happens. I deal an Ipatsu, because I didn't have anything safe. And I see double reach, Ipatsu, Nagashi Mangan, Baimon. Because as it turns out, only an honor was discarded, and the client was coded in a very bad way. So, that is the double reach Nagashi Mangan that Lane is talking about.
So much. Just 2,000, 4,000, I think.
Yep.
Maybe.
It is.
Okay.
Because you have 4 here, and this is a chunky weight.
Ah, yeah, it can be a funky weight.
If you drew the 3, it would not have been Mangan, it would have been 100 card.
Can someone change me out, please?
I cannot. That's true, Nelson. Yes. That's why I cussed out Lane the moment he brought it up again. When it was sheer luck that the client was awful that won in that game. I can't remember if it won that game or not, honestly. I probably busted on that. But I think it was dealer too. On that client, they weren't that rare, Lane, to be fair. It was a pretty bad client. PlayMahjong.com. You gotta know it's bad just from the name. So we're probably like dead even with each other now. We're slightly up. Okay. Probably forever, Lane. When you make a client that isn't dedicated to Ricci, there's lots of little nuanced rules that they're going to get wrong.
Police Corporal, one of multi-jerk battles. Open setup. Then Mr. Pinky Happy Tiger versus Melvin Cruz.
Sorry, what was that name? I swear the players at this tournament always have the craziest names. I think what's better is that the announcer can keep a straight face while saying those things. 'Cause I would not be able to. Come on.
So I got these beautiful. Okay. But I wasn't sure. But I did.
Yeah, that's fair. 10 start in Sanma seems pretty good. Come on. 500 to 1,000. Nice.
Unintentional, but fact.
No, that was definitely intentional. What are we talking about?
No one can prove you otherwise. And we are in all. I'm down slightly from second. So I should be going all out.
I'm at 34,600.
I think I'm at 33,800, 33,900. Yeah, that's 33, and that's 900. So 1,000 points off. So if you deal into a 1,000-point hand, I get second. Puts Megan around 50,000 still. Yeah, I think the potential in Sanma is 7 start, if I remember correctly, Wayne. That's where it's acceptable to go for that hand. I know all the numbers for 4-player, but not for Sanma. It's unfortunate. I don't know the exact stats, Lane. I know in 4-player, it is 9 start is 3%. And it's roughly a factor of 3 for everything up or down from there.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. No, you're good. Yeah, just check in there. And once you're all paid,
Triples.
come over to me
You're
and tell
close.
me your dad.
Yep. This is definitely a hand. Cheap. She. Richie Dora. 8,000. And Tanya. Reach Tanya, Dora.
So just 8,000?
8,000.
No, I'm
Yeah, this hand got nowhere. That chi would have helped me. I would have actually had a Yaku. But even with that chi, it wasn't Tenpai. Alright, good game. Who's got a phone? If you guys are starting, we could randomize if you want. We could randomize tables if you guys are just starting. Yeah. I've got tiles to draw over here. If you don't mind, Nick, draw one for me so we know which table's which. Thanks. You guys are at that table. Yeah. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, I heard things at the same time as counting. I think it's 5,500.
Sounds about right. 1,000? Yeah. Yeah.
You're over here.
That's 50. No, that's 49. So 49 plus 100.
That's just
49.6.
so John's over there.
And I put it at the 13.
I still need to enter mine. So, no worries. And he also still needs to enter his.
Yes.
So I finished at 33.9.
Do we need to draw a tile or do I just get total again?
Draw a tile. You are here. Who has not drawn a tile?
I'm gonna leave my stuff here.
Okay. You're in that spot, so that's fine. One so is north, so you're there. And then whoever's white is there.
I need the restroom. I will be right back.
So if you haven't drawn yet, I'm assuming it's this tile here.
No, I do the white drawing.
Oh, you drew the white? White's over here then?
I'm going to need to get a mop or something because they spilled.
He's grabbing it. Yeah. Yep. Short interlude. We had a freaking Sanbaimon over here. You can tell who got it. I heard you commenting last week and I wanted to say something about the shortest game ever. We had one that ended in East 1 in the first hand.
Oh, the first East.
Yeah. East 1-0. I dealt into a turn 7 show sushi. All wins. Yeah.
That's shorter.
It was quite a bit short. I didn't even go on the wall of shame for that one because we all agreed that really there's no shame in that. It just shit happens. So.
Yeah.
100 more over there and 100 over here. It is 3 by Mons Lane. What are you talking about? The real trick there, Lane, is San Baimon go after the potential scores. And I believe it makes more sense.
Are we not going to shuffle before we hit the wall?
We are. I'm just flipping everything over. Messing around with tiles. I do that. No, it's way more than San Mahjong. But no, I believe those names all have history in the Altenjo days.
Can stream here Smash getting announced behind us?
Yeah, they can. Thanks for reminding me. I should definitely switch out this thing right here. All right, and now the microphone won't die on us during the stream because we wouldn't ever have a stream without sound, right? That would never happen. Totally didn't happen for the first 10 minutes of this one. Yeah, there's no factors of 3. I think it's more of an average thing. Lane, if I remember correctly. It's weird. Because you can still have hands that are 3 times another. I mean, roughly. Sure.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Are either of you allergic to peanut butter?
No.
Okay. I wanted to get my sandwich, but I didn't want to injure anyone.
Well, thank you for asking. My name is Michael.
Hi, Michael. My name is Megan.
Megan, nice to meet you.
I'm Tyler.
Tyler. I will forget.
Oh, that's okay.
This happened.
You can just call her Mrs. Crow if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Because you were at Missouri Con.
Yep. I'll be there again this year.
That's a weird draw. Guess that's the plan. Also, I don't think Altenjo has the U on the end. It's a weird one.
Signal starting in 2 minutes. Be upstairs shortly.
That was a mistake. Should have been, or no, it's not. It's fine. We don't make mistakes on this stream. Reach. That might be a mistake, but we'll see if it works before we decide if it's a mistake or not. This could be a mistake. Fair enough, Machina.
Last friendly. Please gather around. Kilo Nest downstairs. Get started with ultimate single.
This is my life. That tile looked ugly. Sorry, one moment. God damn it. Con. I don't think this is right, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It would have been right if we drew the winning tile there.
You're not playing doubles. Please come over to the south side.
I mean, it's a concealed con after a Ricci. You have to, you know, be okay with that one. Never mind the fact that I'm facing down another person's Ricci and everything, but it might be okay. Maybe she'll deal in. Maybe she's not the dealer. Yeah, this is a pretty tense moment, I'll be honest. Damn. That's not good. Reach door 2. Just reach door 2?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. I need 23 back, so here's 20. So it was 0. I would have gotten 1 Ura. Ugh. Yeah, when I'm the first Ricci, the play is probably fine. But the question is, if the 9 looks safe enough that you just take that discard there. So I decided to be greedy because it's just these 1. It's not that unlikely if you think about it, Lane. Each Ura hits like what, 35% of the time or something? Or sorry, has a 0.35 expected value. 14 divided by 34, whatever that is. Yeah, probably Lane. Like, the thing is, after she reaches, if she draws the tile I need, she's dealing in, right? Because we know she doesn't need it. It was just kind of unfortunate that it flipped as the Dora. So it made it a lot less likely for other people to discard it.
Oh.
Yep. 1 whole butt. 6.
Thank you.
I didn't check to make sure my phone's charging. Let me do that real quick. Oh, it actually is this time. Weird.
It came back to you.
No one,
No one saw anything. No one saw
the hole in the couch.
SS Orient in the building. Okay, never mind. Alright, I get 2 to go to the park to an open setup. In that room down there. I have pit stage and Jiggy to an open setup.
Probably. It was still an early Ricci, so that's still a factor.
Is there SS Orient in the building? Is there a turtle in the building? Turtle, did you say? Okay, cool, thank you.
I need to try that sometime. Someone asked, did you pay? Just answer yes. What are they going to do?
Get Sammy, you go by, congratulations. Okay. Can I get send you and Mr. Kennedy upstairs?
Let's go with that. It's fine.
You probably remember this other guy. I do. I should remember. I just don't know what's happening. Anyway, good to see you.
Maybe. I read that kind of discard a little bit differently. Can't really comment on it yet, though.
All right. We have heard these. Hold on. So just sit tight. Wait for your name to be called. All right.
I was going to say, we're just past the time. We're ready. Yeah, I was going to say, you guys are ready. Yeah, just help me out. We'll pack us up. Right now.
These draws have not been great. Now it makes sense. That's probably the plan.
The person in this venue where I've never walked radio to is Josh Allen. Hey, Cornwall, it's blue, dude. Open that up.
Yeah, I'll probably regret some of these discards. We'll see.
Happy Tiger. You're out here for this is not
Shit.
Let's get out of your ground control and you are not in your setup! I don't know how to
Roll. 4,200.
If I could have
Yep.
800 back.
Yeah, again, but the big thing you want to watch out for with that kind of discard is what players aren't discarding, if that makes sense. Someone was expressing confusion at your first row of discards, but like how to read them and what it meant. So, she was kind of explaining what I look for when that sort of thing happens. Don't forget your home, but Megan. Thank you. I could have tried to steal it, but you know. But no, because of that read on that hand, that's why I abandoned my original plan and went for the Tanyao instead. So it was probably the right play. Because otherwise I'm not going to get anything.
I'll be here for a little bit.
Nope, other way. I don't know why they chose to do the draws in the opposite order of the players, but here we are. It's probably some kind of like anti-cheating mechanism or something. Everything is in Ricci. All the etiquette anyway. Why do you always try to mon him on me?
Okay. Trash pile. Upstairs. Trash pile. Upstairs.
Yeah, no. You just misread it slightly. You don't necessarily want to look towards your hand to figure out what's in someone else's. There's enough duplicate tiles in Mahjong that the variance is really high for that. Now that said, later in the game, after people have time for hands to develop and everything, that's when that sort of thing is more defensible. Because that's when you can look at it and say, oh, okay, I see all four of this tile or whatnot, so obviously they can't have that. She.
Reach, sumo, door
Not
to...
sumo.
Oh. Reach, door to Aka.
Yep.
Nice. It's...
Yep. Got too greedy. At least with Fuji, it wasn't like completely open door discard. Hey Mordecai, welcome to Dallas. We're gonna need some help from this dealer around here. Oops, sorry. Yep, that one is here. I'm sure I got the right 3 tiles, but I don't remember the last time I've done that. It was weird. Well, that was quick. Yeah, the Dallas airport's huge. At least they have a tram. You want that? So a lot of draws that would make this hand a lot better. I seem to find any of them.
Mr. Fish and Leafy! We're open setup! Mr. Fish and Leafy!
That counts. I'll take that. So now the plan is this. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I've seen the clip. Literally takes it up to dry.
Sure. His hand raises a lot of questions. So this is Mahjong Mordecai. It does things like this. Yeah. Horrible draws like that one. It's all very common. But no, this hand definitely needs some help. As evidenced by the fact that it hasn't won yet.
In the words of one of the best players of all time, I don't even care.
Is that a draw? This hand now can win on any tile. That's not true. This hand can improve on quite a lot of tiles. I just need to draw them. That is not one of them. Hands like this make me so sad. That's Mahjong for you. I know, right? Okay, chi. That tile helps me. Really? Unfortunate. I guess the tile didn't help me.
Reach Dora Aka.
Yeah. Alright.
I need to use the restroom.
Yep, no worries. Gotcha. Yeah, when you see that there's no 6s left, you think the 7 will pass, but guess not. Would it have been safer to discard the other 7? Maybe, now that I look at it, that might have been better. So that was probably a mistake, but, you know, it's just not my night. How many different tiles were there that I could improve on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different tiles that I could just chi. I could chi 6 of them. Is that right? I could chi 5 of them. Yeah. But didn't find it. That's right. We always have one more dealer around, maybe. Good, and deal with this tiles out at least. In the first Hanchan, probably Mordecai. But it's been so long, I can't remember. Okay. 10 doesn't look awful. So anything exciting going on out there? I was asking them, not you. I know what's going on with you because I'm married to you. We're not playing a game right now. We're waiting for someone to come back from a game.
Okay. We had to throw away a shirt. I had to throw away a shirt.
No.
Like little.
Happens. What'd you do?
I got my ear pierced.
Oh, right. No, that makes sense.
I shouldn't have drank coffee right before.
I don't think that would have changed that much.
No, it does.
Really?
Yeah, because coffee and alcohol are both what do I call it? They relax your blood vessels.
Yeah, I know I had more than 2 in the first Hanchan Mordecai, but we'll call that from here on out instead. The new Mario Kart game feels really trippy. I've seen like different people playing it and everything, and it's ridiculous. It's basically open world Mario Kart. You have a hand. And we totally didn't cheat.
Correct.
Mahjong weapons.
Oh, that's always the worst, Mordecai. Was it at least like playful child screaming, or
That one was playful.
yeah, like that one's fine. I can deal with that.
English child.
That is a child excited to play games. We accept those. Got to get them started young. Oh yeah, no, those are the worst, Mordecai. Sorry, had to work with that. Work with is the wrong word. Deal with that. There we go. You know, I was talking about that at work the other day. Do people chew gum much anymore? Like, I feel like it's, like, I get this, some people do, wrong with Kyle.
Oh, sorry. I didn't look at it.
No, you're fine. That's like the most common way for that mistake to happen is when this tile's too far this way. I was actually talking about that with someone in Discord.
See, we were talking about it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
But no. Talking about it somewhere else too. But even experienced players will draw from the wrong place if you have half the wall back here. That's fair. I just feel like it's not as much of a thing as it was in the 90s.
People don't chew gum like in public.
Yeah. At work, we ended up with a supplier that sent a part with chewing gum stuck to it. So, yeah.
I still didn't go today.
Sorry, what was that?
I stuffed in gum today.
See, Mordecai, I feel like that's the start of its Dr. Seuss book now. That could be Falcon. Is that right? It's fine, probably. That's probably slow. Just discard this. Wait, what? I didn't know vaping was illegal in any states.
They mean cannabis vaping.
No, I thought he was from Georgia. Yeah, he's from Georgia. I didn't know that was a thing. I know what the answer would be if you were me, Mordecai, but you're not me, so I can't tell you. Oh, illegal inside. Yeah. That makes some sense. I have so many safe tiles. But who needs safety? Reach. This couldn't possibly come back and hurt me.
Well, you know where you're at. Yeah, over there, yeah.
Alright, can I get red can, hit stage, we're open set up.
Well, it doesn't deal in at least. I would take it, Mordecai. I would love to sumo here.
I think he's the actual song. I was like, no, I didn't know the first time. I didn't know.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Tanya. Oh. Dora. 8,000. Got it.
I need. Oh, you try.
Well, that's rough. And I saw this here, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can wait on this. That'll be great. That was not the case. Yeah, I'm just losing all my Ricci battles tonight. At this table, anyway. Move away from you.
Not too far.
It wasn't that many weights, Mordecai. There were 2 tiles left. Like, there's an argument to just Dama there, in which case I would have just heard the 3 there and still been Dama. But with how behind I was, I wanted to take the Ricci instead. Because then on a sumo it's a Hanuman, or possibly a Daimon. So I think the Ricci's fine, but just unfortunate. But we survived to the south round. That's something. But the thing I said about not knowing if I'll have another dealership, that's why. So we'll see how this goes.
There it is.
But this could just be the best comeback story of all time. Could get a Chiho right here. Would be great. The bad news is it's not a Chiho, but you know, it could have been. We have greedy options for this hand. It's like we could try to force this.
I literally saw him grab. I saw him grab him.
I guess that's not an option anymore. Never mind.
On screen, get open and fight drop.
Probably this.
Softly joke zero dollars.
Let's do that. Best draw is probably this or this. That second one is unlikely. So now the best we can hope for is probably drawing this tile here.
Now it's cycle blow. Open setup. Now it's cycle blow. Cycle blow. If you can take a game, you fix it. That's awesome.
My only hope is this is not a sumo. So that would be bad for me. And you know, that I don't deal in, but
right now. There's something now that is here. And it's left and get steady. Go open setup. Left and get steady. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think he's getting stuck.
I think that's the option.
No, yeah, I feel like
Appreciate it. Oh, come on. 2,000. Jeez, wouldn't have even busted me. Wasn't scared for a moment. It's a very exciting tournament, apparently. See, Mordecai, that's not something I would do, so that probably means you would win a game of Mahjong right now.
No, you don't. That might be the quickest pull I ever watched. And I'll watch it with the biggest smile on my face.
Pretty much, Falcon. There's some heuristics and everything to help out, but yeah. The only ones I'm not like 100% positive on right away are like 70 fil and 100 fil. Or sorry, not 100, 110. But 110 never happens, so you don't have to worry about that. 70 food does happen. But I'm pretty sure it's like 2,300 1 hun, 4,500 2 hun, something like that.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Thanks. And then the dealer being 50% more is what makes that weird, because it ends up at like 6,700 dealer, I think, for this 2 hun.
68.
68. That's the one that always gets me. But yeah, the rounding errors are very strange at 70 fil.
He's hurt. And I'm so proud of you.
But one trick, if you haven't seen it yet, Falcon, focus on 20, 25, 30, and that's really it. 20, 25, and 30. Because 40 is just the same as 20, just shifted by 1 hun. And the same with 50 is just 25, shifted by 1 hun. So once you realize that, it's not actually too much to memorize.
I'm more committed to thinking this because that's serious. That's the
I'm trying to remember what 110 fu is now. Don't tell me.
That's not on the card.
Oh, it's not?
I'd have to.
Jeez. Oh, don't tell me. What is it? Because 100 is...
70 is the highest it's on the card. So.
Yeah, that's like the highest that's normal. And then beyond that, you can use the trick I just mentioned, where 80 is 40 shifted by 1 is 20 shifted by 1. God. So 1 and 25 would be 800. 1632. So it's 3,500, I think, for 1 and 110. That doesn't sound right. I think it's 3,600. Okay, chat, check me. 1 and 110. Is it 3,600 non-dealer?
That's literally just about saying
Yeah, it's just one of those things that eventually gets ingrained in your mind. Like, one thing that really helped me is that I have a memory for numbers. Like, I have a ton of part numbers at work, and I can rattle them off, like, pretty well. But it's just because I've heard them so many times. But for Mahjong, basically the same thing happened because... One moment, please. Because when I was playing online, I'd see the numbers over and over and over for the common ones. So at that point, you start remembering those numbers, and you're like, oh, this doesn't feel like 5,200, maybe it's 3,900. And then you just start being right at some point. 3.6, 5.3. Yes. So I did say 36, right? I'm a genius. Yeah, I said 35 sounded too low, so it's 36. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I would have gotten 53 though. 5.3. Wait, is it 5.3? That can't be right. Oh, that's dealer. Sorry, I thought you were splitting for 1 Han, 2 Han, not dealer, non-dealer. God, this hand wants me to push so bad. I don't really have a choice. I have to push at some point.
Oh, yeah. It's very specific. I know. Like we're on platform, reversing onto it. There's a bunch of ways to make sure it's
Reach, Heiko, Aka, and Leaf, that's it.
5,500. And just for reference, it'd be more proper to reveal your hand first. Just for future tournament play when we finally get you into this. Yeah. So typically, if you go up 1 Han, it is double rounded down, which doesn't really make sense because if you double something, you can't round down. But the rounding error is more likely to happen, is kind of what it comes down to.
55, you said?
55.
Reach, Ipeco, Aka. That's 400.
Reach, Ipeco, Aka.
Ipeco, not Ipatsu.
Ipeco.
Ipeco's one?
Yeah.
I think it was two.
Itsu and Sanchoku are both two. If it's closed only, typically it's one. There's another way to look at it.
Makes sense.
I still want to win a 700-point hand at some point. It's theoretically possible if you screw up.
If you screw up?
Yes, specifically. So the rule is, when you draw your tile, you have to keep it separate, right? So even on a win, you have to put it, that's why I've always put it right here and then reveal the hands. If you mix it into the hand, the rule is that you cannot gain any points from the weight. One off. Yep, there you go. So if your hand has no other Yaku other than Sumo, you can't get any points, or sorry, no Yaku other than Pinfu. You can't score the Pinfu because that depends on your weight. So it becomes 1 and 20, which doesn't happen otherwise. But I feel like in general it's just better to play safe and, not mix the tile into your hand. That would be absolutely crazy if you're in a situation where 1 in 20 won you the game and 1 in 30 didn't. It's theoretically possible. Well, not the game necessarily, but a set or something like that.
Would also require no one remembering what was
Well, if
Is it your fault if you mix it in?
The moment your tile goes like this, it's lost. So like even if someone could say, oh no, it's that tile, it doesn't matter. If you put it in your hand as part of your hand and not separate as a draw anymore. No, it's kind of funny. There's someone in the comments of my YouTube channel at one point that, I always draw and I go like this. It's always right there. They were saying that that's not okay because it isn't clear which tile is drawn at that point. And I was confused because I was like, no, this is 100% acceptable. And they just didn't trust me, or they had someone teach them otherwise apparently. To the point where I linked them a video of pros doing exactly that. Like Japanese pros, and they still didn't buy it for some reason. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, exactly, Falcon. Because you basically have to score it as Pinfu, but you don't get points for the Sumo because technically that depends on your weight because it could be Pinfu, but you don't get the Pinfu Yaku. It's crazy. I don't remember all the rationale for it. I just know that shitty Mahjong client I was talking about before once scored a hand as 200, 300. I think it was missing the 2 fu on Sumo, if I remember correctly. Why am I yawning so much? It's probably because I've been trying to sleep more.
Because the lights were on all night.
Did they finally start working again?
We had a full power outage and everything, and it still won't turn off.
That's weird. I need to figure out what's going on with this.
Ghost. I'm surprised I didn't lose power last night. I was coming home, like, as the storm was starting, and I saw a power line, like, sparking.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, huh, wonder if we still have power. We did.
I thought we had power. I was pushing the garage door button in my car going, what's wrong? The battery is dead. It wasn't until I was in the kitchen with the thing crying apart, thinking this would be easier to see if the lights were on.
Reaching.
Roll. And that completes this, and then I have
Reach she pots her 3. 12,000. The Ura 3 gets you every time.
Or a 3.
Yeah. No more Urasan. We should boycott Urasan. I guess 90 Fu is the one I don't know. Even though it's more practical than 110, 110 is just cooler, I guess. It's gotta be like 1700 for 1 Han, right? 1 in 90, hold on. No, that's not right. There's a trick to this. Wait, is it 1600 plus 1300, 2900? That doesn't sound right either. No, it is actually probably 2900 for 1 in 90. I think that's it. Or is that the one that doesn't work with that trick? It might not work. It might be a little bit lower than that. Yeah, I want to say it's 28 instead. That might be 29 though. I don't know. That's one where if I ever hit that at a tournament, I'll just call it judge over. Seems fine. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the trick I was talking about. Because I know rounding screws up that trick for some of them technically, but...
Pull.
I think that's the thing to do.
Red is blue, smoking sit up.
That's unfortunate.
Mr. Nick Slot!
Are they the highest group
Great one.
I knew I had a safe house somewhere.
Playing and like when did you get into the
If it's alright, I'm just going to skip this back. So I have
Yeah.
this
Manipulating the walls is just a thing that tends to happen. Like you'll see me as I draw, a lot of times I'll do it at the same time. So it kind of blends it together a little bit. It's harder to notice, but it just happens all the time. As long as you're not doing anything shifty with your hands, it'll be fine.
Okay, Jimmy, only the Lombardi can open setup. Best of 5. Okay.
Yeah, so it's we only got 4
Just out of nowhere, huh, Mordecai? Yeah, it is. I double checked and everything this time. Yeah, once it's charging for the stream, typically it seems fine. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Please hold. Sorry. Yes, I am. God, I think it has to be this, which sucks, but I think that's the best option. Knowing now that all these tiles are safe, I feel like I could have won this hand.
Is this the last one? Jump hard.
Yeah, 3-6, waiting on. Okay. Sorry. We can still reach you, chat. It's okay. That's the reachy stick.
Oh, okay. I was like, where'd that come from?
Yep. Yeah, Mordecai, I don't know what happened there. You can blame the ghost. How about that? What I probably should do is get some food. But, you know. Yeah, in fact, I think I've lost like 5% battery this stream, so I have 70% left. Oh, and that's why I'm not on Wi-Fi. If I was on Wi-Fi, it would probably be draining less fast. But
I can't remember what brightness.
add one, yeah.
Okay, because I lost track there.
Yeah, no worries. It threw you off when you looked down for the blue one.
5.
I don't like one Mondora.
No one likes one Mondora. I don't think one Mon even likes one Mondora. Sorry. And just because it's a little bit noisy, I'm going to put on noise suppression. We'll see if that changes anything, if you can hear me the same as you did before, or what happens. So I've never actually tested it to know what this does to the stream. So tell me if it's better or worse, or the same, or whatever. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's still right. I don't have to be happy about it. Oh, good. I need to remember to start turning that on more often then.
G.
If I say this hand did not quite develop how I wanted it to.
G.
But here we are.
Yes. I did make sure I can see it on the front. Okay, so got this guy. You can raise the guy right there. Yeah, I think he's a very good
Richi Patsuchi Toy Dora 2. 12,600.
We're gonna start the deadline right here.
Of course, I would have drawn that tile.
Oh yeah, I jumped in his ankle and right back here. He has to just try to
Okay. We got a deal around, and we got 1,800 points. We got this. This is the Mahjong equivalent of a chip in a chair. You could just draw a 10 hell. And if it's a 10 ho that is also Churin, you guys know I'm cheating.
South 3, you're still in the game.
Huh. My hand did not get the memo that I'm still in this game.
I recognize it. It's still growing. It looks like it looks like a rip-off. Yeah, it does.
What are you guys doing?
Getting weird draws.
Apparently.
It's like a Dolphin is a Mario character. Genuinely. Super Mario World. It's like Dolphin.
That's probably wrong. I was supposed to do this here. I'm actually debating if this would have been a better discard.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. Guys, we have a Yaku. Of course. This is my life.
But I've heard example with Slack, is that just getting taken offline, but like what that means is that you can't spell the game, update, yeah.
Chick.
Which one was it just called?
The one.
So you can't when you take that sort of parking lot where that's how you only buy to get parking lot, you can't play. I think that's me every game now. You cannot buy it.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I think at this point, Chad, I don't have a choice but to push.
Sorry.
The good news is this weight looks really good in the wall. But we'll see. That has a way of fooling you sometimes.
Sumo. So I've got Yakuhai, Kakura, Chikan, and then so 20 is the base, so 20, 24, 26 for the case. And then I think that's it for food. 26, round up to 30, so 230.
Yep, 500 and 1,000.
Early.
But I can't reach you, so at this point my objective is to make it out alive.
Yep.
Is this coming to me too?
Yes, that was my reach.
Oh no, that was my payment, but yeah.
Either way, it works out.
Yeah. I was waiting on 2 so 3 pin. Did you have any 3 pins? Yeah, because I could see all of the 2s and all of the 4s.
Human was my weight.
Human. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have dealt that in a minute. In a heartbeat, rather. But I have to push there on 10-5. Whatever. But no, since I could see 2 of the 3 pin, all of the 2 pin, and all of the 4 pin, theoretically, there's a lot left in the wall. Because someone would have to have exactly a pair of them in order to be able to use them, which is not likely. So at that point, if you draw one, I can assume it's a fairly high winning chance. But if I see a Yakuman chance, I'll take it. But for the most part, I'm trying to make it out alive.
So what?
So what is this hand gonna do for me?
Sorry about that.
The nice thing is this gives us time to practice how to build a hand without being able to reach it. It's an important skill to have. But good lord, does it suck. Come on.
You get a chew, you get a chew, you get a chew.
Now you know the deal is I'm not allowed to deal into you now, right? Like you have to pass it if I deal in. Pretty sure that's how it works.
I don't have the money.
Sure.
Flip the 19.
Yeah. Yeah, for on cons, concealed cons. Yep. It's the only time you do it is when it's fully concealed.
He's lying to you all. He is not a whole thing. He's not a whole thing. Don't let him lie to you. Look at him. He won't be playing tonight. He's going to be playing tonight.
Hey Sonic, how's it going?
Oh, yeah. I killed someone right now. I killed Anyone wants to commentate, feel free.
Good to hear.
Cool.
Home. 3,900. Just give me 4. You don't need the stick. It's all lost. No, that's it.
That was all last.
Yeah.
Oh, that was all last.
Yeah. Okay.
You survived.
I did survive. That was the attempt. So we'll take it. Yeah, I think cutting the Akador is the only chance. Like, at this point, if I get a Mangan, nothing changes, right? Like, it's just avoiding that bust. Avoiding the shame. Exactly. No, I had a weird read too, because when he pawned that 4-cell, I was already ready to call this because I just had a feeling that the tune was coming out. You just got you do. It's in the Discord. It's pinned in the meetup channel. Nope, I'll be back with more Mahjong soon. Just getting these scores reported. Try closing Discord and reopening it. Nope, is everything down? Darn it, we can't report this game. I hate it when that happens. Damn it. Yeah, exactly. Right, like the goal is just to make a hand with some kind of Yaku and force it hard so I don't bust. So for those of you that don't know, the reason I didn't want to bust so bad, we have a wall of shame that you get posted on if you bust at this game. So I wanted to avoid the wall of shame. But it's important to update your objectives as you play Mahjong. Like if you're 100 points behind first place, yeah, you want to go for first place. But if you're 20,000 points behind first place, you want to go for something more reasonable. Now, if I was a pro, I never would have been allowed to take that win. It would have been enough to get me sanctioned, potentially. This is just our local club meetup lanes. It's at a bar, so I know it's a little bit loud. I did something to cut back a little bit of the background noise, so hopefully it's helping still. I'm about to switch microphones, so one moment.
I'm out for the night. You guys.
Okay. Looks like it's just you and me, chat. Sorry, it's probably doing a weird echo. Alright, so maybe we won't be getting another game here. Yeah, we'll probably just call it. It looks like it could still be a while. Let me double check on their game over there real quick. Okay, still in East round.
Yeah, we just started.
Yeah,
Yeah, no worries. Yep, chat, we're going to call it there because it's going to be a while until the next game. So thanks for joining in. I was a little bit sparse tonight because of a convention going on around here. But we do this every Thursday. So Thursday starting around 6 p.m. EST, give or take. So if you want to, feel free to join in the Discord. We, have notifications and everything that go through there, as well as, just general Mahjong discussion. But I think that's about it. So thanks again for joining, and I'll see you guys next time.